Alright, what's up, everybody? I'm back. And now that I finished Final Fantasy VII in that one long marathon stream, I'm gonna get started on a new game today. And to be honest, I had a hard time picking what game to start playing today. I have a lot of games in my backlog, and I was like, do I start a shorter game? Do I start a longer game? Do I do a game I've already played? Yeah, Kimmers. So, I'm going to start my first playthrough of Dragon Quest. This is actually going to be my first Dragon Quest game ever. So, we'll see how that goes. I've always heard good things about this series, but I just never had a chance to play any of the games. I figured I've heard good things about 11, and the Switch version is the best version, so... Do I have 8? I have 1 on the 3DS, but I don't remember if it's 7 or 8. Alright, so how are we starting this off? I would go look through my games to see which one I have, but I kind of want to watch this cutscene. Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony. I like that they specifically point out who's playing this version of the music, because I think if I remember correctly, hearing the original game only had MIDI music, so the Switch version they ended up putting the actual like orchestral themes onto it as opposed to. I was trying to remember, honestly, Key. I was like, Kimmers, that's Key, right? Like, I remember that being his username. I was gonna double for a bit because I forgot to mute my stream, but what up, Key? How you doing, bro? I don't know who that circus guy was, but Ninja Girl, old man, and the guy who was in Smash. I mean, I would kind of hope so. I mean, if for anything, so that so that everyone could have like the same experience, because the Switch version is the best version at this point because it has everything. It has the better music. It has the extra like 8-bit RPG style you can play it in, and I think the Switch version also has like extra missions or extra like side content as well. Yeah, so it felt weird if they didn't. And there's a stage that's in Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers honestly is one of the best marketing tools because a lot of the game series I probably wouldn't have played without it. It's all about exposure and just seeing this game. I don't know, seeing the characters and seeing a lot of people talk about it, it's a good thing. So let's get started, I guess. Create a new adventure log. Sure, slot 1. Enter a name. Since it's my stream, I'll use my stream name. I don't know if this is going to cause problems later on in the game, but... Draconian Quest, what does that mean? Oh! Oh, that's cool. It lets you put whatever restrictions you want to make the game harder. I like that. I like that idea. Instead of having just like an easy, medium, or hard, it gives you like specific challenges like no shopping, no armor. That's cool. I feel like a lot of games should do this. Like that way you don't have to do like self-imposed challenges like in Pokemon. Like, you can have the option to, like, turn things on or off. I think that's cool, but since this is my first playthrough, I'm just gonna leave everything normal. 3D mode, 2D mode. Whenever you like, by visiting a church. So the church has the ability to give things dimensions. Well, typical for an RPG. Churches have, like, omnipotent powers, apparently. Anyways, 3D. Yes, I am sure. Why not begin by adjusting the various system settings to your liking? You can change these at any time. It's like this game knows exactly what I like to do when I start a game. Which language would you like the characters' voices to be in? I know it may sound sacrilegious, but I am a sub person, so English it is. I like understanding what I'm hearing, even though I am learning Japanese. 2D basically plays like an old school Dragon Quest, which means I'm assuming it doesn't have like a lot of the same features and same gameplay mechanics by virtue of that. Mind you when auto running. Let's just leave that as is. And that's cool. Yes. Furniture lock successfully created. Lego! I don't know why I thought that was like a Big Bang thing or something. It turns out to be a small ghost. Small being the operative word. Not gonna lie, the graphics of this game look really good. Like, it's weird coming off of Final Fantasy VII's more realistic style to this style, but regardless, this game looks fantastic. There's a storm a-brewing. This is why I don't like rain. It ruins everything. Everyone was all happy and festive, and as soon as the rain came out, everything ended.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
That's the mark of the luminary, I believe. I know a little bit about this game. I don't know anything about the story. I just know something. It has to do something with something called the luminary, which I'm assuming is what that mark is. Whoa. I feel like I missed something there. I'm assuming it's not the main character, right? And by main character, I mean... Is Dragon Quest one of those games that has the main characters usually be a mute? It's Sleepy Hollow times 3! I'm curious who the... Do we meet your favorite character early on in the game or later in the game? Why is this little girl protecting the baby? Doesn't seem ideal. And who is that baby? Was that the luminary? I was like turning and paying attention to different things. Okay, so the baby's alive. Fourth member, okay. Old man.
Oh my. What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive?
What happened to the girl, though?
What's this? Oh, you poor
Now, what were those headless things? I have so many questions right now.
Come here.
But that's a good thing, because I'm invested.
No need to be frightened anymore.
Oh.
You're safe now, little fellow.
Grandpa Gohan. Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. It doesn't help that Toriyama did the art for this too, so it looks very similar. Oh man. it's weird. Like, it has a similar art style to Dragon Ball because of the fact it has the same artist. But I get a very different vibe from this world than I do from any, like, Dragon Ball Z world. It's weird. Like, I don't know how to describe it exactly. The boy's all grown up.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver.
I needed this rag. Without it, I would die. It's the hair. It is the hair, 100%. I think people made that joke also when he was added to Smash.
Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony.
How do you lose your headscarf? But I remember people making that joke and like picking the purple alt to make it look like he was Trunks, or the white-haired alt. But yeah, he has the same halfway part up to chin
so
hair.
It's finally here, the big day.
And he also has a sword too, which doesn't
We're
help.
gonna be climbing all the way up there.
There's some mountain climbers over here.
Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way.
She also has a
Come on,
quasi-British accent.
Let's not keep her waiting.
Interesting. I mean, at this point, I kind of expect a Toriyama art, anything that has Toriyama art, to have one character with spiky hair that just happens to look like a Dragon Ball Z character, whether it be Gohan or Vegeta. It always seems to happen. You know the mayor and your mother are waiting to see you off at the top of the steps, don't you? Don't keep them waiting, dear. Oh, and remember, if you're ever in need of some advice or you're stuck with what to do, have a chat with folks with pretty pink speech bubbles above their heads like me. Just press Y and look at the map. You can't miss us. And while you're looking at the map, press right stick to change the direction you're facing. It's a handy little trick, trust me. Ooh, I can do that while I'm talking to people too. Is that it? Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so everyone who has a blue smiley face is a just flavor text. I'll tell you where I found it then. No, that's something you have to find for yourselves. And anyone with pink has something helpful. What do you gotta say? Gemma or Gemma? I'm assuming it's Gemma. It's our big day, Shadow. We finally get to go and do the ceremony. We're going to be grown-ups at last.
Brilliant!
It looks like Sandy's excited as we are. Come on, let's get moving. We don't want her to get to the top before us. Let's go then. Alright, so if I open up the map, we got 2 more speech bubbles coming up. What do you guys got to say? Shadow, seeing you and my dear Gemma all set for your big day makes me proud as anything, both as a mayor and as a grandfather. Dunstan. You're not kids anymore, you know. No, you're grown up now, and that means you're going to the tour and offering your thanks. Now it's time you are on your way. Head up to the top, give praise to the spirit of the land, and come back down and tell us how you like the view. Oh, and if you're ever unsure of what to do next, try pressing X and selecting Potty Talk. Gemma might have some useful tips for you. Just look at you, Shadow, my little boy, all grown up. Now be sure to look up to Gemma, you hear? To think you've been inseparable since you were tiny, and here you are, about to climb the tour together. Inseparable since childbirth, best friend. She's gonna be a love interest, isn't she? I can just feel it already. Amber. Oh, and if you ever lose your way, just follow Sandy. That dog's got more sense than any of us. Off you go now, dear. I know the 2 of you will be just fine, and I'll make sure there's a delicious supper waiting for you when you get back. Now, I know there are other female characters in this game. Are there anything like involving like party member affinity? I'm curious. Anything that makes it so that like spending time with your party members makes them better or something like that? Or dialogue choices? I mean, you have a silent protagonist. Usually silent protagonists have like dialogue choices to pick that make a difference. Sometimes, not always. So it looks like what I'm gathering is that when you get to a certain time to stop and bask in the wonder of nature, it always does me the power of good. You know what? Let's do that. What does this world look like? This actually looks pretty cool. Like I said, the graphics of this game are really good. And this view, no, not Gemma, the actual landscape. Oh, is that a new extra thing that they added in the Switch version? Can you marry any party members, or are there only specific pairings you can do? Hey, Sandy.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it?
I guess.
My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
I guess this village really is falling into the Darwinism of that young folk run a dangerous errand. If you take a tumble and do yourself a mischief. Was this game localized in Nintendo of Europe? Or did we just happen to have a person who knows British slang at NOA's translation department? Because that's kind of funny. Oh wait, it wasn't NOA, Square Enix. Regardless, same thing. But yeah, so survival of the fittest, I guess. If you take a tumble and do yourself a mischief, I guess that means you were destined to do that.
Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. The only name I know in terms of a protagonist is Erdrick, which is the main from 3, I believe, and he's mentioned in 1 and 2 as being like some great hero. That's all I know. And coincidentally, we were born on the same day, which means we can go on the journey together.
That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
Slimes! That's another thing I know from Dragon Quest.
Ah! Monsters!
Those gooey, smiley things are monsters. I love that.
Watch out!
Alright, so how does this work? Right now, tactics. Okay, so tactics looks very similar to like Tales of, where I can give everyone a specific thing, specific tactic to work on. Settings, speed, can change the speed at which battles unfold. Ooh! Yes! I love this setting when I have it in an RPG so much. That's not just a Dragon Quest trope. That is a trope in damn near any anime thing. Change battle related settings. Freeform fighting. Do you want to change it to classic camera? We'll keep it like this for a while. Alright, so let me just fight. So I have the abilities, I have spells, I have defend, which is a guard, items, and equipment.
Get him! Crikey!
Okay, so there's a free kind of a free roam. Oh, Sandy can attack too.
Fight, fight, and fight some more!
Okay, so the girl's dead weight right now. Looks like. Does my positioning mean anything? I'm assuming it does, or else they wouldn't have given you the option to
Do
move.
it! Get him!
Okay, she's not entirely dead weight
Fight
then.
and fight some more!
Okay, so it's just to give you a sense of movement, I'm assuming? If it doesn't do anything other than that, that's mildly disappointing, but... I mean, at least I don't just have to stand around. Medicinal herb. Alright.
Crikey, I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
I'm always down for
And now
aesthetic
we've got to go through that
aesthetic
horrible,
changes.
dingy cave. Just our
features.
luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
You have a lot of confidence in me. If we die, I blame you. I kid. She seems like a sweet girl so far. Too much sweetness can get irritating though, so we'll see how that plays out. Pot lid, is that a shield? I'm assuming that increases my defense. It indeed does. Effects on attributes, defend, and it gives me a 5% block chance. Always down for that. And I don't have anything. Outfits. You need to get your hands on items marked with pink icons. Some outfits require you to own more than one piece of equipment in order to wear them. I do. Thanks for the tip. I figured I had nothing else. I was like, okay, so the difference is I get a higher attack rate, a lower defense rate. I'm going to assume I can't hold a shield if I have this. Yep, I was right. All right, this is a Square Enix game. The system feels very familiar. I'm gonna run around with the greatsword for a while, see how that works, if that changes my playstyle any. But anyways, let's go follow Sandy. Sandy's waiting for us. Sandy's being a good little girl. Who's a good girl? Hey, come back! I want to pet you! Cobblestone Tour. Alright. So now we begin our... This is essentially this village's bar mitzvah, I guess. This is the day we become a man and a woman. Oh. More monsters! But I don't think they spotted you yet. You should sneak up and try to surprise them. Get close enough to a monster and a small orange arrow will appear just above them. Press A and you'll give them a weighty wallop with your weapon, lowering their HP before the battle has even begun. Alright. Is that different skill trees? So you eventually have to pick one stick for one shot.
Fight and fight some more! Come on!
For experience, 4 coins, and we get a treasure chest. More medicinal herb. I'm always a big fan of skill trees. I just hope it's not too limiting. Like, hopefully it's not... Like, if it's limiting to one like sword style, I hope then there's not that many sword styles to pick one, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. But regardless. Is it one of those things where you only have a certain amount of like skill points to give to a specific weapon, and if you want to use a different weapon, you have to reset one weapon and give those skill points to a different weapon? So what was I gonna do? Attributes. Magic. I don't know anything yet. Oh. Cool. System settings. Audio settings. Cutscenes, not right now. Yeah, symphonic. do that later. Ah! Why did I run into it? I was supposed to preemptively strike it. That was dumb of me. Anyways.
Go on! You can do it! Go on!
Oh, that hit! Sweet. I don't have to be super accurate with it, like other games. Gotcha.
Okay. Fight, fight, and fight some more! Go on! Well done!
Who would have thought little blobs that all they can do is jump and tackle you aren't that hard to beat? Woof, 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 woof. Right. So I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. If I know RPGs, I go the opposite direction first. This climbing section. Ooh, I can climb. Okay, good. So they do give you a way to grind like as much as you want and not keep it like limited. Sweet. And this is why exploring pays off. Okay, I do have a sprint button. Sweet. You can't catch me now. Yeah. Maybe I can catch the dog. Usually when I start an RPG, I like fighting pretty much every enemy in the area. Take a pee first. Run away, run away. Oh, sweet. Sandy can one-shot them now too. It's like these things pose no threat at all. Who are you? I thought that was a mouse for a second, but I have no idea. Needlers. I'm not even gonna try to figure out what these things are supposed to be.
Go on! You can do it! Go on!
But they are gone all the same. I think I've seen a few of them, but I don't remember them. Where does this take me? This takes me to the water. Ooh, what can I do with these? I don't know. The animation looks funny to me. He literally just lifts them up and just boom. I mean, if you're gonna have an aesthetic, you might as well keep it the entire time. Ooh, ooh, free shit. I like free stuff. Chunk of copper ore. Sandy, come back. I gotta fight. I need experience and money. I do kind of like the design though. Like they have like sewing needles and they're made of cotton. Like it's kind of clever when you think about it.
Go on! You can do it! Go on!
Protect me. I'll hide behind you. They won't hit me behind you, right?
Fight,
It's
fight,
paralyzed
and
with
fight
fear.
some more.
Interesting. Come on, Sandy. There you go. I mean, even though The only thing I like think about Toriyama's design in a bad way is that a lot of his designs look samey, which is why everything you can tell it's his art style whenever you see things. But he does know how to make monsters look cool. He gives them all the same facial structure. It's the thing.
Help me!
All his faces look the same.
Cole?
Who's
Quick!
this kid?
You have to help him!
Why should I? Alright, fine, I'll do it. Full activated Tailwind. Sorry, I've been playing too much Pokemon.
It's not fog at all.
It's the eyes
It's
and the
more
nose, yeah.
monsters.
But he makes monsters look cool because he changes the eyes and the nose, like these things. We're fighting smoke. We're fighting sentient smoke. Protect me. Protect me. You suck.
Fight, and fight some more.
Ah, you suck.
Don't give up.
Paralyzed with fear. You okay? I see what's going on. I think. Maybe not. Fighting.
Go on. You can
I mean,
do
if
it.
there's ever been. Oh, damn it! Leave me alone. Ow. Ooh, ow. That did a lot of damage.
Here you go.
Come on. There we go.
Go on. You can do it.
I mean, what better way to have a campaign of quit smoking than to defeat
Tough little
nicotine
blighters,
itself?
aren't they?
40 experience points. Holy hell.
Proud of you.
Was that considered a boss?
I'm sorry, Gemma.
Okay, it is Gemma.
I only
I
came
was
up here
right.
because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
Boy! You know it's mildly dangerous up here. You have to be a certain age. Kids, man.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before.
Weren't you the one that said that the slimes came from there or something?
But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
You mean within
yes,
like the game
Gemma.
itself? Like the game has
Sorry,
different
Gemma.
continents and cities, and everyone has its own. Ah, okay. Oh, that's cool. So it's basically like Xenoblade 2.
You saved my bacon again.
Xenoblade 2 did the
I
same
knew
thing
you
where
were
every
tough,
Titan
but
has its
crikey,
own
you really
European
have grown
accent
into
also.
quite the hero.
You saved my bacon again. Can I get actual bacon though? As a reward, you know? That's cool.
Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
The last time I ran into this game, somebody died and this kid got left an orphan, so, yeah. Rain doesn't seem to be a good omen. At least it isn't Breath of the Wild. If it was Breath of the Wild, I'd be slipping right now. Sorry, I had to make that joke every time. Every time rain pops up and you're climbing something, I have to bring up Breath of the Wild because, man, I love that game, but that was really irritating. Climbing up halfway up a mountain and then sudden rain means you're going all the way back down. Not much further now. Keep close to the cliffs and don't let the nerves get the better of you. You know, there's such a thing as diminishing returns. The more encouraging signs you put up, the worse it feels.
Here we are at last.
That didn't take long. This ain't a big this mountain ain't big at all. I guess they do expect children to make their way up
Such
here.
a shame
So.
about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view.
I mean, overcast can sometimes look good too.
Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh?
Sooner the better. I'm getting wet here.
What was that?
I don't know why this bird looks kind of dirty. What? How?
Help me!
How? I couldn't tell from the angle that they made her jump. What the? Okay then. Magic lightning.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
I mean, my hand did glow, so I feel like I had. I know I'm talking like I'm him, but the hand did glow, so it felt like he had something to do with it. I think it's a pretty safe bet. That's still glowing.
Look, the mark on your hand.
I like how the only reason he pulled her up like that was because so she could get a better look at his hand. Who else? Who pulls people up like this? I feel like that's not a good way to get a grip. Is that like a thing in Dragon Quest?
Oh, it stopped.
The reincarnation of a hero?
All
Oops!
I know is that you saved me
I
yet
pushed the
again.
button on accident.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
You'd probably be dead
We
right
really
now.
had better be
And
finishing
all
up
honesty,
this
let's be real.
ceremony.
You know, maybe I should teach you to learn how to use a sword. I've been your childhood friend. It
Humble
might have been a good
folk of
idea.
Cobblestone.
A
Great
little
land
self-defense
spirits,
never hurts.
hearth and home.
Ah, okay.
Lift your voices up in prayer. Sing it across all our Drea.
Erdrea, okay.
Blessed are we since days of yore. Let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look!
You got your wish.
It just goes on and on and on.
That is a big ocean.
Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is.
Meanwhile, the person who made the ceremony just like, I wonder how many kids can actually make it up this mountain.
Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone?
Huh, that easy.
They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Oh, thank God. What a coinkydink. Oh, I can't jump. Sweet. Okay, that resets. I haven't even tried the control. Oh, that's auto run. Okay, sweet. Nice. Is that Sandy? Yes, it is Sandy. Okay. Good girl. Can I pet you? Man! Why don't video games understand that petting pets is of utmost importance? More games need to add it. Yeah, fine, let's go. What do you gotta say, priest? I mean, I'm assuming you're a priest. When the lightning struck the Tor, I must confess that I feared for your safety, but it seems that you escaped unharmed. Truly, we must give thanks to the spirit of the land who watches over us all. I like how people, like, aren't surprised when people die in this trip. And we're back!
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Okay, it's her granddad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning
dear.
striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you.
Do you want to tell him, or should I, that it was our fault?
Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear.
The spirit of the land might have been the one that
view
put us in
from
that
the
danger in the
top?
first place, so... I don't know how much I believe
It
that.
was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon.
Just saying.
And the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind.
So, if I had declined to take that mission, either like if both of those characters had declined to take that thing up there, would we be like banished from the village or something? Would we not be considered? Would we be considered outcasts?
I hope
Curious.
our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may
Feels
await
kinda
you
picky.
out there. Now,
But traditions
it's
are
high time
traditions,
we were
I
heading
guess.
back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
I mean, what does being an adult mean in this, like in the context of this village, though? Does that mean we can hold a job? Is it just... Is it a cosmetic title where it's like, I'm an adult now? You can apply for credit. Oh. You gotta pay for your own health insurance now. That's what it means. Your parents can't pay you to see the village doctor. You have to pay for the village doctor yourself. So the ceremony's all done? Congratulations! Now, don't tell me you've forgotten where you live and all the excitement. Just follow the paving stones. You'll soon find your way back. You must be super tired to be forgetting that. You should head home and put your feet up. I mean, I get that this is for me so they can tell me where the house is. I just find it really funny that the implication is that this dude legit forgot where he lived. I just had a near-death experience. I forgot everything. Where's my house? Where's my family? How do I go to the bathroom? What do you gotta say? The little bird told me you and your mate Gemma went to the top of the Tor and back. You ain't no little boy no more, Shadow. You're a man. So here's some advice from one bloke to another. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it. No matter, no one knows how long you've got, so make the most of it. Yeah. I can destroy fruit. Oh, I'm gonna have fun in this game. I can cause vandalism. This isn't something I should be excited for, but I find some weird kind of joy in doing this. Whoop. Okay. At this point, I'm just kind of exploring the village, see if I can loot anything. So they're just there to cause destruction, I guess. Okay. I can still have fun with them anyways. Aw, wait.
Brilliant!
Get away, Gemma! I know! Let me destroy. Get off the barrel! Hey, I found someone's life savings. Apparently, someone thought putting their money in a conspicuous barrel was a good idea. For all I know, I forgot. This dude forgot where he lives, so it might have been his own barrel. Store? Oh, that's where it been. There's nothing got up there together. Okay, what is this? Oh man! Just my luck. The dude can't read. Two gold coins. That was his store safe. What do you gotta say, old lady? I remember when you were little going fishing with old Chucky. You'd sit there for hours on that funny three-sided walk out by the falls, just the two of you. He would have been so proud to see how big and strong you've grown. Seems like only yesterday you were knee-high to a grasshopper. Ah, okay. Okay, so by that you mean like have it here in the inventory, in the item bag? Oh, like that. Okay. You know, that would be kind of good to know. Game? Let's do that. Ah, okay. So limited inventory space is something I'm going to have to keep count of. Okay. Good to know. And there's more stuff over here. Or you kids having fun. No fun allowed. Sure, I'll go in the water. Alright. Anything behind the waterfall? Can I finagle this? I'm curious. I'm curious how... Aww. I got stuck. I was kind of hoping I could get through that, but I guess not. Well, both of you, not children anymore. Welcome to the club. Does the club come with perks? Do I get free food anywhere? Oh, so this is where I'm going to save. Divination, learn how much experience each party member needs to reach the next level. You need to go to a specific place for this? That feels kind of lame. Bring fallen party members back to life. You gotta... I guess I'm assuming there are items and spells for this too, but if all else fails, there's a place to do that. Cure any poison party members. Remove any curses afflicting party members. And play in 2D mode. Confess to me all that you have done, child, that I might record it in an adventure log. Well, you see, it all started when I was born. I don't remember much from that time, but that brings us to now, where I shocked a bird. And I don't even know how. That's about it. Yeah, the church having specific options to help you, which I'm assuming items will be able to cover too, just feels like a good fail-safe method for being like, you're not SOL if you use up all your items on like one stupid boss or something. So I like that feature. And I'm assuming the churches are also in place if you're like doing like an no items run. So you're also not SOL. So I was curious how no item runs would work. Most RPGs usually have like inns you sleep at. This game makes you in a church. Kind of fitting. Home at the moment. Listen, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he's been worried sick about you, Gemma. Well, it's only natural. I suppose he is a granddad after all. Which means you gotta keep your MP filled up and topped off, which I'm assuming is its own monster. I'm pleased to say that you and Gemma are fully fledged Cobblestonians. Now all you need to do is settle down together and live happily ever. Well, we know who this guy ships. He doesn't even hold back. Even he sees it. Alright. Is this your room, Gemma? There ain't even a bed up here. Huh? Oh, there's two beds. I guess you both sleep here. Right. We're here in the valley. There aren't that many people who even know this place exists, you know? And that's why it's so lovely and safe. The monsters don't tend to bother us. We get to live in peace and quiet. Lovely. Ooh. Oh. Wait a second. Treasure! I missed the roof, but I ended up finding something different. Cypress stick. Is that a weapon? Let me check. It is a weapon. It's a pretty bad weapon. Any more details? Attack plus 12, parry plus 1, attack plus 8, parry chance 0. So is the inclusion of this weapon more of a like homage to the original games? So that'd be kind of a nice touch, even if it is like mildly useless. It's like a cool little nod. Being like, be happy we didn't start you off with this lame weapon, and I forgot what button was the jump button. Ah, hitting the edge. Is this the way to get onto the roof? It feels like this should be the way to get onto the roof. Oh. Start from higher. Oh, jump! I got stuck. Oh, what? Oh, well, I don't know why I'm going around if I could just jump up. Jump! Come on, boy. I believe in you. Ah! I'm hitting the jump button too late. I'm hitting it right when he runs off. I know I can make it. I'm stubborn. If I'm running straight off, the jump just like drops me down. Are you sure I can make this? Oh, no. That was a fail. Oh. Oh, duh. I saw this too and I was curious about it, but I didn't question it. Alright. I think that's enough wandering around. Okay, now I legitimately forgot which one the house was. Oh, home is that way. Okay, I see it. Okay, I've explored this. What else is there to explore? Oh, I can't go this way. Nah, it's locked. Boo. At least I know there's something to look forward to over here. What is up here? Is this the rest of the... Oh, okay. This is the rest of the village where the house is. Can I go into here? I can. Yeah. I'm just, even if there's nothing to collect in the house, I'm just gonna go in there and destroy things. What about you? Do you have anything I could destroy? You look like you're ready to begin. What you need is a horse. Very grown up. Okay, I get it. You have to be an adult to get your horse license. Okay. Anywhere else? That's blocked. Wait, there's something down here. It might be that cave you're talking about. Ah! Horses! Oh.
Brilliant!
Get out of the way, Gemma! Out of the way! I like the climbing animation. It just looks funny. I don't know what it is about climbing ladders with that speed. That just looks funny to me. Look at all the pots! Look at all the stuff I can vandalize and break. Ooh! Seed of agility. Chunk of copper ore. Ooh. Oh, we got a nice view of the village too. There's stuff on more rooftops. If I can grind them, then I'm assuming it's like there's like a respawn point for those things. Woo! Fall damage? Okay, no fall damage. Sweet. Ah, okay. Okay, at least I know that that all the climbable boxes look the same. Pink pine. More stuff to climb. Amateur itemologist. Awarded for collecting 10 different types of items. Okay, so there's like an achievement system in this within the game itself. That was funny the way he just pushed Gemma off the tank thing. No. Anything else? Doesn't look like there's anything else at this point. I went down to that cave. That section's blocked off. Waterfall blocks me there. I can't get out of the town. Well, I think that's everything. Alright, Sandy.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tower, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for.
Still don't know how that happened, by the way. The game didn't really do a good job of showing how her hop ended up on the edge
But
of
you'll never
the
guess what
cliff,
happened
but
next.
I'm not gonna
That
question it
mark
too
on his
much.
hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say?
That was very strange. I summoned lightning. Am I some kind of
That
god?
funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me.
You mean this very specific shape isn't just a birthmark?
Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but you raised a protagonist.
Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you. Your grandfather
So I'm assuming,
asked me to
like,
give you
every
it once
character
you'd
gets,
come
like, a
of
different
age and
element?
climbed the tower.
Or group of elements? Or is it just specifically lightning that the protagonist
truth
only
is,
gets?
There's something I've been keeping a
Okay,
secret
so
all
everyone's
these years.
focuses
Something
on a
I've never
specific
told
thing.
another soul
That's not
in the
bad.
village.
I like that idea. There's something I've been keeping a secret with all these years.
It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're
Out with it, woman!
the reincarnation of the Luminary.
Gasp!
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Is my grandfather dead?
Crikey.
Because I feel like he knows more than... he knows stuff I should know.
Can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
Speaking of dinner, I'm getting hungry. He tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his coming trip. Eventually... I can't read that word without thinking of that damn Amanda Bynes skit. The Amanda Show skit. Procrastinator girl. I'll get to it eventually. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all the excitement today and your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a walk. The night air always does me a power of good. A power of good. I love reading things in other accents, if only because there's so many phrases and idioms that I don't know that just sound funny. He's been dead 5 years. Alright, so... Grandpa ain't around to help me. Damn it, Grandpa Gohan. You didn't die. You just left me for your other grandson that you happened to find. Wait, where am I going? I have such a short attention span. Where the hell was I supposed to be going? I knew it! Oh, hey Gemma.
Oh,
Couldn't sleep either?
can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down.
Okay, so we know you sucked at keeping track of your belongings since you were a kid too. Okay.
Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone.
I mean, that's kind of boring if you think
That's
about
why
it.
I was
but
so surprised by what your mum said today.
there's nothing wrong with a little
All that
boringness.
stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since.
I feel like there were some details left out of that story. If I'm the reincarnation of the Luminary, I feel like I need to know more. It
That's
feels...
his star, right there.
I'm sorry. As far as legends go, I give that a 2 out of 10. Needs more plot development. Aww.
How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to.
It's like, okay, so we know the lore, but how does that apply to you? What does that mean?
Goodbye.
Oops. I didn't mean to cut off her tearful goodbye. Now I feel kind of bad. At least she got to say goodbye. And morning comes. Oops. It's checking off every anime trope right now so far. It's not a bad thing though. Like, I love anime tropes as much as the next person, so...
Just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't
Free
take
money,
too
that's
long.
all I heard.
The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Damn, there really is nothing to do in this village if y'all have the time to just say bye to one person. I mean, I appreciate the sentiments, it's just... Y'all don't got anything better to do? Oh, hello. Yeah. Good horsey. See, I can pet the horses. Why can't I pet the dog? I'm disappointed in this game. I heard all about it from your mother. She said there's an important journey you have to make, and you just a youngster. Well, before you head off, make sure you visit the shop. You know where it is, of course. Down the slope and across the river. You know where it is, that's why I'm telling you exactly where it is. Once you've stocked up, head up to the village entrance to the north. We'll be waiting to see you off. Oh dear me, what am I going to do? Oh, if it isn't young Shadow, you came along at just the right time, as I always do. I've got a favor to ask, see? The other day I was playing with my lads, you know, messing around as you do. Well, anyway, he's got this flurry feather that he loves, and well, fool that I am, I managed to let it blow away. It's a feather. That's kind of what it does. Luckily, the wind only blew it as far as the roof of your shed. I'd go and get it myself, but I'm not too good with heights, I'm afraid. Anyway, I know you're a brave young fellow, so I was wondering if you'd mind clambering up there and getting it back for me. You'd be doing me a huge favor, I'm telling you. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not one to reject quests. I mean, I kind of figured when I saw the different color, I'm like, huh. And as soon as he started telling me, it's like, can I ask you for something? Okay, is this what I was trying to do earlier? Jump up here. And then here? No, that's not what it is. Oh, is that what that was? Okay, cool. So you can pick up quest items before the quest actually activates. Okay, cool. I like that feature. That means I could get stuff before I needed it. Can't wait to see the look on my boy's face. Oh, and before I forget, here's a little something in return. A sleeping hibiscus. And that's not all. I've got a tip for you I hope you'll find useful. If you ever want to do someone a good turn, look for a purple speech bubble above their head. Listen to what they have to say and see if you can do anything to help. It always pays to be kind to others. But don't feel that just because someone's shared their woes with you, you have to help them right away. You can always come back when you want a little change of pace. And if you're not sure what to do next. Anyway, thanks again, Shadow. I really owe you one. Now, just remember, whatever's waiting for you up ahead, be kind to others and you'll do just fine. Well, there's my tutorial. Anything over here? I'm just hoping I don't. Just doing the last little run around the town before. Now, do they pop up on the map? Or do you have to actually get near them before they pop up on the map? Or do they not pop up on the map at all? Curiouser and curiouser. I love how big the town feels, even though it's like a small town. I don't know, I guess I'm just used to RPGs where the towns are like 3 houses. And they consider that like a big town or a small town. This place actually at the very least feels like a village. And you actually have a bed, you are right. That is a very good point. A lot of times in freaking video game, in video games, specifically Pokemon, they give you a bed and your mom's like, I guess she sleeps on the couch? They can only afford one bed? Wayfarer's clothes. I got a little bit chunk of chains, might as well. Alright, that's good. That's all I need. Time to bounce! Any more advice? Here's some. You gotta stay focused. The more you get walloped, the more focused they'll get. And before you know it, you'll be all pepped up. And you'll be really full of beans. When you're pepped up, you'll be stronger, faster, better at everything. There ain't another feeling like it. Go on, my son. Break out and pet yourself silly. Time to pet myself silly. I'm gonna use that every time I get pepped up. How did you? I guess I did spend some time wandering around. It's not that surprising. Yeah, off I go then. He's so
One
much
day
taller
you're
than everyone.
just
That's
a
kind of
little
funny.
boy.
Everyone
The
is
next you're
short.
getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become.
I love how that emoji looks like the freaking luminary. I didn't realize that was a thing. That's hilarious.
To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone.
I mean, I already know I'm the descendants of the luminary. I don't know why you're still holding back.
We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about
I mean,
you.
I guess he still doesn't know that
And
he's
now
technically
suddenly there's all
adopted.
this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. The legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness.
Yeah, apparently that's all you people know about him
We're
too.
supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? Ha, I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds
I'll
out
try.
this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it. for
Oh,
us.
now you believe I'm the
Catch my
luminary.
drift.
This makes total
Oh,
sense.
you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Good, I'm not the only one that thinks it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I?
The voice acting in the game is pretty good, though.
yes.
I will say that.
Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way.
Sweet. Is it already filled in, or do I have to fill it in myself? Free horse! Can I pet this horse?
And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
I always like it when video games do get actors from different places. Not that I mind like American actors or American accents. I freaking love a lot of them. I'm a huge fan of a lot of American voice actors. But it's a nice change of pace to hear like different accents from different people around, and not people making an accent, but people who actually have the accent. It's always more authentic, and it just sounds different, which is why I love the Xenoblade games voice acting too. Goodbye, Mother. Goodbye, Gramps. Goodbye, other people I don't even know.
Here, take this with you. I made it for you.
Oh.
It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? Oh, I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you?
I won't forget you.
Take care.
I won't forget Mother, and I won't forget
remember,
Gramps.
We'll be waiting
Everyone
for
else
you.
is fair game. I never learned anyone else's name. I don't even know if everyone else has a name. But don't worry. Don't worry, Gamma. I won't forget you. I'm kidding. I know her name is Gemma. But yeah, I always have mad respect for voice actors, like in spite of like what some people feel about dubs and subs and stuff like that. And just hearing different accents and different voices from different parts of the world is always a cool feeling. And I butcher them by trying to reenact them when I'm playing the games. Woo! Can I run into you guys? Did that do any damage? I don't think it did. I'm assuming I need something else, like an ability or something to be able to see the enemy's HP, huh? You an enemy too? Okay, so I can't preemptively strike if I'm on a horse. That's what I'm noticing. Ow. Frizz! Okay, sweet. Well, by Gramps, that's what I was talking about when I meant Gramps. I wasn't talking about his actual grandfather. I was talking about old man, other grandpa. How am I gonna forget about the dude who tried to use my luminary status to get stuff for himself in the village? Oh hey, Needlers. I don't know why I did it to the slime. Sweet. You know what the hilarious thing about this is? Is that I recognize the victory theme and the level up theme from Dragon Quest only because I've seen and played Fortune Street. That's literally the only experience I've had with Dragon Quest before this game. I want to go through here if I were you. The monsters up that way will make mincemeat out of you. If it's Heliodor you're trying to get to, you need to head north anyway. Fine. Is there anything for me over here? Time to go exploring. It's not that big of an area. Waterfall looks cool. Anything else? You don't want to be going anywhere near the Mango Grove. The monsters in there will have your guts for goddess. No, if you're headed for Hellier. I love these different idioms, man. Boink. I also love just running over small monsters. I don't get experience for that, I don't think. I'm going to assume I don't get experience for that, but it's still hilarious. Is there anything I can do with this waterfall? Apparently not. Boink. What's this? Oh, that's an enemy. Is there a bestiary in this game? Curious. Now I have a quest catalog. What's over here? I do like the area layouts though. Like the game's graphics look really good, and what the hell are those things? They're giant pickles! I want to fight one. A cruel cumber. Oh, Lord. That is a hell of a way to go out. A cruel cumber. I was gonna... Oh, sweet, I do? That means I don't have to get off... Oh, ooh. I didn't know they did that crap. Block this! That didn't do as much as I was hoping for. Ow. Die. I just love they die in the most gruesome way possible. Their freaking lance stabs themselves. Alright, if I do get experience from knocking stuff over with my horse, then back onto the horse I go. Boink. This is fun. I am a madman. I swear I do not... Oh, crap. Damn it. I couldn't see them. Oh, Lord, these guys do a lot of damage. First item use. I feel mildly disappointed that I had to use an item already. Doink. These guys are like the logical extreme of what happened with freaking Rick and Morty and Pickle Rick. This is like the final evolution. Doink. Doink. I swear to God, I am actually a good driver in real life. Wait, what? Oh, he stopped me.
I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones.
Alright, sweet.
To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith! That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church.
Okay, sweet. So they have mini churches everywhere. I remember seeing that symbol in the church, so I guess anywhere I see that symbol, I can do that kind of stuff too. Okay, cool.
Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself?
Do I get it for free?
You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be prepared. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I would...
Sounds like you can't go anywhere else. Sounds like you're here not by choice. Whatever. Alright, so if I settle for camp, I can rest to restore my HP MP, ask statue for help, which means I can save, and continue. I think I'm good for now. I just healed myself, so I took damage at the worst possible time. Oh, I made it nighttime. No, I'm not. No. I don't want another Gabora situation. Okay, so which direction is the right direction? Zoom in. If I go straight, that leads one way. If I go left, it leads a different way. Let's go straight, see where that takes us. Wait a second. What is this? There's so many horses. Ooh! So I could dip and just call my horse anytime. Sweet. Anything to do with the well? Wait, I can go down the well? Okay then, sweet. I know another hidden feature of this game. Dose of strong medicines. It was worth it. This is a big ass well also. Okay, good thing to know. Wells have good shit. All that space and no water almost makes you wonder what the point of it all is. 30 points. Money. I just made back what I spent on the armor. Yeah. Zodiac, I think you weren't here at the beginning, but this is legitimately my first Dragon Quest game ever. So I don't know a lot about like all the tropes or general things that are normally found in Dragon Quest games. So there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna be like, oh, so this is a thing. I don't know where you went, horse, but come back. Doink. I just like causing mayhem. Doink. Wait, did I not? Award for sending 21. Oh, boo! That was mean. It gave me the achievement right on top of an enemy. I was asleep. Sweet. Is it bunny corn? It is a bunny corn. That's not bad, less HP than I thought. I probably should have rested to get whatever. I'm stubborn. I ain't going back now. What are you? Guess I can't interact with you yet. Drakes. Too stunned to move. Okay. Okay, I just noticed that the enemies' names change color depending on how much HP they have left, which at the very least is a good indicator for who to attack. What's over here? Ooh, more free stuff. Chunk of flintstone. What do these do? Hibiscus. Send an enemy to sleep. Speed of agility. Increases agility a little bit. It's a stat boosting item. Small scale flintstone. Alright, I'm assuming those are going to be for some crafting mechanic in this game. Leave me alone. You're my horse. Alright, horsey, let's go. Got what I needed. What is this? Chunks of copper ore, chunk of flintstone. Okay, so these stalagmite crystal things on the wall are free shit. I love this. Are those lamps? Sentient lamps. Huh. A group of enemies appear. They're one-eyed lamps. Lampling. You know, I was kind of hoping for something more clever. Oh crap! Oh no! Yep. Oh. Oh lord. Wasn't expecting this. Can I run away? I can't flee. Okay, sweet. I might need to run. Ah! Never mind, I don't need to. They're out of MP. No. This probably was not the smartest idea, but I will make do. Ha! The power of pep. Characters attacked a lot or undergo certain other trials and tribulations. They'll eventually enter an innervated state known as being pepped up, which will boost their martial might. But nothing lasts forever. After several turns pass, they'll lose their glow, go back to being normal selves. However, any characters who are pepped up when the battle ends will do. Okay, sweet. This is only my first form. That was a good check of experience, though. I don't know if I want to do that again, but... Heliodor Castle, Emerald Coast. Can I even go this direction? Wait, I can't run into these things? Ah, okay, okay. That makes sense. Ha! I can't run these lamps over, I guess. Yes! Yes! Yeah! I learned heal! Now I'm about to be even more reckless. They will earn some skill points, as the name suggests. They can easily acquire new spells or abilities. Sure, why not? Got 3 points. New spells and abilities, and also improve their attributes. Unlock when you unlock a particular panel, the one surrounding it will open. It's a typical skill tree. Swords, great swords. Sword mastery and luminary. Luminary skills. Skills and stat boosts available only to Yggdrasil's chosen. Improvements to a wide range of abilities are available, as well as some truly incredible abilities. What is this? 5% chance. It's too expensive. Great Sword Guard. Adopts a supple stance that can greatly increase the number of parries performed. Swords. Flame Slash. Which one? Which one do I pick? I'm using great swords right now, so I'll use this one. Great Sword Guard. That was useful. I wasn't planning on fighting those monsters, but it worked out. What's in here? Pots! Pots I can break! Stuff I can break! The way I'm playing this game, I'm making the freaking Luminary sound like the most chaotic hero ever. He's just looking for stuff to break at this point, and enemies to mow down on his horse. Yeah. Okay, I can run into them. So I wonder... Maybe I can't run into them when they're not lit? Because I swear I was sprinting when I ran into that last one. Anything else? Like this one. Okay, so why didn't it... You know what? I'm not questioning it. Off the tree, horsey. I don't even know if you have a name. I'm gonna name you a Nope. Why a Nope? Epona backwards. So Link has Epona. The Luminary has a Nope. on, Anope, let's go. Anope. I don't know what you are, but you're going down. Do I want to fight you? I want to at least fight one of every uncertain to see what they got. What the dealio is with these enemies. What are these things? Hammerhood. That's pretty straightforward. Oh yeah. Oink, oink. Oink, oink. What's this? New enemy? New enemy. Is this some kind of duck thing? Platypunk. It's a punk. It's a punk platypus with a mohawk. What the hell? What? How do you even think of this? Oof, crit. Platypunk is defeated. I'm loving these enemy designs, man. Some of them more than others. Like, these things are just one-eyed lamps. Honestly, I see them and I think Lampent from Pokemon. I don't know what those things were. They look like garbage, so I treat them like garbage. Punk! I don't know where I'm going. Okay, that's the direction I'm supposed to go, so I'm gonna go this way. Punk! No one's gonna stop me from going this way? That makes my lamp... The lamps are supposed to be ghosts, and that makes my lamp in comparison even more... even more fitting. Okay, so lamps having the fire spirits is a Japanese thing. Okay, cool. So that explains the fire lamp Pokemon line a lot more as well. Ghost fire. Where did the bunny come from? Whatever. Toadie. Not enough. Ow. Ow. Whoa. Die in the fire that I set up. You die in a fire too. Rude. I always appreciate it when pretty much every Japanese RPG kind of does it, but I always appreciate it when they throw little bits of real life lore into their designs. The lamps with fire. These plants. These plant things are in a lot of RPG games, so I tend to believe those are things. Yeah. Yeah, we need to give things. Europeans felt like they need to give things the name for everyone to understand what the heck they are. They always gotta name it something different. What else is there? Where am I going? I went backwards. Oops. Oh well, I found stuff. A jug of fresh water. Huh. What does that do? Cotton top. Fresh water. Chimera wing. Whisk the user away to the last place they prayed or the last important location. Okay, this is actually important. I should remember that. Awesome, my room's getting too dark. Lights. There we go. That's better. Like, JRPGs tend to have a typical, certain designs for a lot of typical monsters, if only because they're usually from like Japanese myths or legends or beliefs, like the Will-O-Wisp. I feel like mandrakes are another thing that seem to be popular in Japanese mythology. Only because there's always plant enemies that have similar designs in them too. I don't know about the hammerhoods though. Gnomes with hammers might be a thing. Oh lord. Miss. Dead. Sweet. Nah. I mean, they had to get their inspiration from somewhere. Pink pine, pink pine. And Merrowing. Yes, that's useful. Oh, leveling up fully increases my HP. Sweet. I'm going this way. I mean, most things do. Like, I remember reading about someone writing a book or tweeting about this, but pretty much every form of media is pretty derivative. Like, there's not a lot of true unique ideas. They're all like ideas done in different ways, but stuff that's already been done. So like monster designs are generally all taken from something, whether it's Japanese mythology, European mythology, or some kind of mix between them. Which is always why I like knowing like the backgrounds between like what the monsters are based off of. Specifically like Pokemon is one good example. Pokemon is a series where I love like figuring out what the inspiration for the Pokemon were, because it's usually something like I would have never thought of. Like Klefki, for example. Klefki, a lot of people criticize it for just being like a key, but Klefki is based on like the Japanese idea that carrying around keys like keeps like evil spirits away. Carrying around metal basically is a blessing, or attracts like fairies or things like that, something like that, which is another reason for its steel. Key has his own key in Pokemon. But yeah, so I like the idea. I think it's clever. Like, people criticize it for being a key, but when you hear about what the inspiration behind the design was, it's actually really clever. The steel fairy typing and its design itself and the way it works. Like, even its ability, Prankster, makes sense, considering fairies are kind of like imps. But yeah, Witcher's another game I really need to play. I keep seeing Witcher 3 when it's on like sale or something, but I never get it. My backlog is just so huge, which is the point of these streams anyways. That's why I'm doing these streams, to clear my backlog, and I'm in a city now. This place is huge. I can see folks walking down below. Sometimes they see me and smile. Now we have a little bit of a moment. Why does this girl look like Android 18 with red hair? Oh, you're right, you can see. There are no people down there though on the other end. Never mind. I was about to call her a flat out liar. She's just a Ginger 18. Cause Toriyama, indeed. She doesn't have a name. Her new name is Ginger 18. That's it. I think I saw her in the opening movie, and I legit thought that. I was like, that hair. I'm like, that's Bulma. That's 100% Bulma. Before, you're here to see the king, you say? Well, you won't find him around here. You better head to the castle. Go straight up this road, climb the steps, keep going, and Bob's your uncle. Just remember that they shut the gates as soon as the sun goes down. The king needs to sleep, you know. You're best off heading there bright and early if you want an audience. What up, man? I'm glad to see you guys agree. Who are you? Come on in. The inn is on the left. This is the... What's the future? Inns? Okay, then. You can trust us to keep your hard-earned money safe. Deposits and withdrawals are accepted in multiples of 1,000 coins. Of course, our servants are entirely complimentary. Banks with no interest. Gotta love it. It's all good, man. Oh wait, I didn't mean to sleep in the inn. Whatever. As always, it's always nice to see you stop by, regardless. Are you Ginger 18 too? I can't see your face. Nah. You're Ginger 18 number 2. I dub you. Whatever, at least I'm fully healed, but I'm out a few... Quest! Emilio's stuck on the roof. She won't come down. Someone help me. Emilio's stuck on the roof. You have to help. Yeah, sure, why not? Amelia's in a pickle. I'm surprised they didn't go for the Amelia's in a cruel cumber. I can't even say the dang enemy name. Cruel Cumber. What's in here? Pumpkins to destroy. Okay. Besides that, who are you? Everyone has the same face, man. I'm just laughing. Toriyama, you magnificent bastard. You became famous by doing one style and one style alone. Oh. I went in a big ass circle. Alright, so how do I get to that rooftop? This is the store. That's where I thought the inn was for a second. And Tidota Wing, Chimera Wing. I think I'm good for now. No. This place is huge. This place is pretty damn big. What's over here? Nice cool breeze. You don't seem important. There's nothing to climb here. Big places, big areas in video games always overwhelm me because I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm gonna miss something in these areas. Find this in Heliod, I mean, who knows? Whose hair is that? That hair reminds me of somebody. Oh, Xenoblade is massive. But I think what helped with Xenoblade a lot is that it had very distinct areas and landmarks that just made traversing through it a lot easier. Towns are a lot more, I guess. Oh, hey, I stole someone's bandana. Towns are a little bit more daunting for me, if only because like sometimes buildings and stair structures and stuff like that and hallway structures feel the same. So sometimes I don't remember which way is left or right. And yeah, Xenoblade only has that for a few areas. And most of the areas, can I pet the dog? I can talk to the dog at least. Most of the areas in Xenoblade that are... The thing that sucks about Xenoblade is that areas that aren't revisitable usually have quests that involve those areas. They do at the very least give you a little hint that some of the quests can't be completed. Some of the quests are on a time limit, and as soon as you, like, a certain part of the story happens, you lose those quests. So it gives you an incentive to finish them as soon as possible. Also, chest. Mini medal. What luck! Gratefully pockets his find. I don't even know what it is, but I'm happy apparently. Is it in the here? Flaxen thread. I guess not. Important item. It's not here either. I guess that's its own currency. The issue with the Xenoblade areas is that, specifically in one... Oh, here it is. Ah, okay. So it's just a slightly different form of currency. The only issue with Xenoblade's areas is that you did it! You got a milli off the roof! Thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Here, take this! Thank you? I got cat shit as a reward. I mean, I'm sure this will be useful eventually. But just the idea that your reward for saving a cat is the cat's litter. Oh, that's hilarious. To finish my thought though, before I go back to this, the only problem with Xenoblade's areas is that it's not just that they're inaccessible after a while, is that the game doesn't really give you a heads up that some areas are going to be inaccessible, and that kind of leads to some frustration if you don't have a guide the first time, because some quests just become completely uncompletable after that certain part of the game. Hell, in my stream, I already missed 2 quests. On my stream of Xenoblade, I already missed 2 quests that I can't do anymore. Because I forgot to accept the quest before I sent everyone to Colony 6. And now those quests are gone forever. Sure, why not? I mean, I've already like 100%ed Xenoblade. I've already played the game to the point where I've played every quest, which is why I felt something off when I did the whole send everyone to Colony 6. I'm like, I feel like there's something missing. I feel like there's someone I haven't talked to yet. But because I played the game 2 times, it kind of blended together, and I couldn't remember if I talked to the dude or not. And then I checked my quests and cross-referenced them with like a list of actual quests in the game, and I'm like, no, I missed quests. God damn it. But it's all good. Missing 2 quests isn't all that bad, especially 2 early game quests that don't give you that much experience. Ooh, I unlocked the door. I like this town theme though. So you're a traveler. Well, I don't know where you're from, but around here we don't go barging into people's houses without so much as a by your leave. You just criticize every anime. What's all of this then? Hey, someone who's actually reacting. Oh man. Thank you for the moonwort bulb. I love it when they actually make people react to you doing typical RPG protagonist stuff, like coming in and looting. Shit, it's always funny. Or am I? Ooh, weapon and armor shop. No one sells sharper swords than me, mate. You can look, but you'd probably best not touch. Welcome to the weapon shop. What can I do for you? What do you need? Copper sword, copper chopper. I have enough money for one. Do I want to get a better sword? It's only 1 point of attack or 3 points of attack. Can I see more details on these weapons? Nah, give me the same parry chance. No special effects. I think I'll just stick with what I got. I might as well save my money. I think the armor is a little bit more important. Get the shield. I don't know how generous this game is with like giving you weapons or equipment through like chests and stuff like other games. Like there's a lot of games where you never need to buy weapons or armor because whatever you find in dungeons and stuff like that is better. Okay, so this is probably the last armor and weapon I'll buy. And from here on, I should probably be getting better armor and weapons later. Because I feel like that's generally how RPGs work. They give you the option to buy weapons and armor, but what if you take the time to explore? Oh man. I could 100% hop over this stupid game. But most games usually do have a tendency to like sell you stuff, but also give you stuff that's generally better if you take the time to explore around the world and in caves and dungeons. I'm so bored. Yeah, nothing there. More barrels to break. I still love that animation. It's just like, I always find that funny. Western back alley. I don't know if I've explored every area here. Okay, that's another thing I was curious about. How useful is old gear? Because there's a lot of because I've gotten to the point where I'm paranoid to sell off anything I have in any video game I play. Because I'm like, oh, it might be useful later for some reason. Like some games have the crafting mechanic where you can make weapons and armor better, kind of like what you have. Sometimes you need the old weapon to make a new weapon. Tales of Vesperia and most Tales of games have a system similar to that. And there are some games that involve a side quest where you have to keep your first weapons on you till the end of the game so you can get the ultimate weapons. I think one of the early Final Fantasies did that. I remember that. I haven't played Final Fantasy IX, but I did see a playthrough of it, so I know generally a lot about what happens in Final Fantasy IX. And I remember that. I'm like, oh, that is a beginner trap right there. That's kind of mean. At the same time, it's a good surprise for anyone who decided to keep all their early items. Man. I've become a fan of Final Fantasy ever since finishing 7 and 3, 4, and 6. I still need to get to the other Final Fantasy games, but I'm like, There are certain things I've seen and heard that I'm really not looking forward to. That reverse dungeon is one of them. Geronimo! I've played 3, 4, 6, and 7 remake. And so far... How'd you get in here? This area is off. It's clear out. I hope I didn't miss a chest in there. Oh, I didn't miss stuff. Man, that means I gotta go do it again. Can I hop up in here? You can't stop me. So yeah, I've played 3, 4, 6, 7 remake, and the first part of 15. Damn it! And so far, the way I'd rank them is... This is gonna sound like typical, but I rank it... I heard 1 is hard to get through just because of how archaic it is, and the mechanics are like really old and hard to deal with. Did you play original 7? Climb! Yee, that's how I get to break more pots. I think I got around halfway through. So I played enough to at least know what was going to happen in Remake. But then Remake decided to throw the curveball at us, and I'm like, oh snap. I appreciate this. But yeah, the way I'd rank it right now is 7 Remake, 6, 4, and 3. The later games just got better, in my opinion. To be fair, I played 3DS, 4DS, and I played the Super Nintendo version of 6, so I never played the PS1 version. Like, I already like the game. I've talked about 7 Remake to death because I just finished it on my channel like last week, I think. It's already been a week since I finished it. But so I've been talking about it for the last few streams, but like everything about the game is great. And once I read up a little bit about, dude, like I love how much more character they gave everyone. Like the main characters too, but yeah, like one thing I've been doing a lot on YouTube lately is watching like other streamers, like highlights of their streams and stuff like that. And I was watching this particular girl's stream of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and she was playing. I was watching the highlight of her playing through that section. That section of what happens to Jesse and Biggs, and like I was watching that and I'm like, in the original I felt bad that they died, but I didn't care about them enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna miss these guys who I saw in like 3 scenes. Like I thought the intro with them was cool, but then they didn't really do much with them for the rest of the original game. But in this game, they really made you attached to those characters, which is what I was dreading. Like, during that first motorbike mission with Jesse and Biggs and those guys, during that one extra mission that they added to Remake, I was playing through this, and I was getting attached to these characters, and I played past that part in the original 7, and I'm like, oh no, I'm getting attached, and I know what happens to them, no! And sure enough, when it happened, I was like, I damn near teared up on stream. That was... They did a hell of a job of making me care about them. I know Biggs for sure is confirmed. Biggs for sure is confirmed in the ending. I came all the way to Heliodor with one goal in mind, to catch a glimpse of 2 of the greatest heroes in all of history, Sir Jasper. The only problem is that they won't let me into the castle. Can you believe it? Well, if I'm not going to meet them in person, I suppose I'll have to abide my time by reading up on them instead. You know, if you wanted to earn my eternal gratitude, you could help me find a book about the exploits of those two fathers. So yeah, I gotta look for a book. I have a book or two about my face sitting on a bookshelf somewhere. I've taken a look around the west of the city, so I'm just gonna head east. Red books, okay. At this point, because here's the thing, and anyone who walks into the stream or watches this later, because I always upload these streams to YouTube, so anyone who watches these things is going to have to be ready for Final Fantasy VII spoilers, I'm going to say that. But the thing about the story of Final Fantasy VII, and it's something that I really liked, especially after reading up more about it, because I never finished original 7, is that the entire point of the game... Well, the thing is, the spoilers I'm talking about is specifically regarding Remake. Because the entire point of this story is that the Whispers are literally there to railroad the party into following the same exact story as the original 7. Wait, east is this way. This is the church. I don't care about the church. Like, the Whispers are basically there. They're called Arbiters of Fate. Exactly. And that's exactly my point. Like, I really enjoyed the twist that they had where people are, like, saying... the cheeky bastards named it Remake, and not just because they remade 7, but it's a chance to, like, remake the entire plot. So you killed basically the one thing that was trying to keep the original timeline going. And so now there's all this speculation, all these guesses about where the story may go. Like, there might be branching timelines. It might be a future Sephiroth that we're dealing with instead of the Sephiroth from this timeline. Like, there's so many theories going on about what the characters may mean, who's important, who isn't. Did I find it? Wandering blacksmith through my child's effort. It's good in the forest. It is said that one can throw a number of odds and ends into it. Yeah, so that's always that's one of the weirdest things, because at first I'm like, oh, he's alive, but then because I never played the original 7, so I didn't know like the relationship between Zack and Cloud until I read up on it after, and so then that got me questioning. I'm like, so if Zack survived, then how does Cloud have his sword? Because the entire reason Cloud took his sword is because he died. So I'm like, so what does that mean? So like, I've seen theories that like this Zack is from a different timeline. So we destroying the Arbiters, creating a separate timeline where Zack survived, and the timelines may intersect at some point. Okay, I didn't find it. Oh, stop that. So it might be a different timeline. It might be a different like Zack altogether. And there might be a multiverse converging timelines plot going on where everyone's going to meet from different timelines, and you're gonna have to be a Sephiroth that is in every timeline. Ironically, it might turn into a Sonic 06 plot. Like, as much as that pains me to say, I'm sure Square would do a much better job of doing a similar plot line to that one. But I'm saying it right now. It's the plot of Sonic 06, having an enemy branch across 3 different timelines, and you having to defeat him in all 3. Okay, I found the book. He is chivalrous to a fault and considered by many to be the greatest swordsman in the world, even the vilest. You're not missing anything, I'm telling you that. Even the vilest, most towering troll dare not stand its ground when faced with its whirling greatsword. The second half of this gallant duo is a shrewd and ingenious Sir Jasper, regarded as the sharpest military mind of the age. He has led heavily outnumbered forces to glory's victory. His ability to analyze. Okay, so one's a strategist, one's a swordsman. I guess. I mean, I guess that's why the story is called the Strategist and the Swordsman, huh? Yeah, everything you've heard about Sonic 06 is pretty much true. Everything bad you've heard about it. So, the thing about the 3D Sonic games is that a lot of them are range from decent to mediocre to bad. Sonic 06 is just a different level of bad, if only because most Sonic stories are harmless. Sonic 06 is insane and ridiculous to new levels, to the point where it's not funny, it's just cringy. And it's still funny. The only reason you would ever watch or play Sonic 06 is to riff on it. That's the only reason. Like, I was a kid that liked Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, exactly. 06 was the one where we had the bestiality stuff going on, and no one's ever forgiven Sega for it. Sweet. Like, the girl might be the most hated character in Sonic history just because of that. Like, I have no clue what was going on through the writers' minds when they decided to make that the plot. Like, shoot, they had Blaze in the game. Just replace the princess chick with Blaze and you're good. It would have made more sense. Like, that would have eliminated like a small portion of the story's problem. It would have eliminated everything, but I'm so happy I met you. Just being near you makes me so happy I could burst. He's lying. He said that to the girl to the girl in the morning in front too. Don't trust him. Time to break royal barrels. Not just normal barrels, but royal barrels. There's quite a few places I can visit here. All's well in Heliodor. I keep wanting to call it Heliord because Tales of Vesperia has a similar, like, big area. Well, the town's actually not that big. The towns in Vesperia are super small, but like I get a similar vibe from this place, and its name is so similar. One is currently indisposed. Shan't be long. What? Okay, are you a pirate? Yuri is actually my favorite protagonist in all of Tales of. I've played pretty much most of the Tales of games. He's my favorite protagonist. I like him. I like his no-nonsense attitude. I like his... That was part of his character development. His character development was him learning that killing people wasn't the right way to do things. I have a really big love-hate relationship with Luke because Luke has probably the largest amount of character development of any character from Tales of. I just don't know if it's weird because I despise early game Luke, like 100% despise. I can at the very least understand Yuri's like vigilante arc, and he grows out of it, and Luke does end up growing out of it too. It's just that he grows out from being like a spoiled asshole who complains about everything even though he does genuinely care about people. He goes from that to being basically the most emo protagonist in the entire series, and it just makes him, I like that he ends up growing out of it and becomes a good character by the end of the game. I understand, like, he has good reason to be depressed. It's just that in the context of the entire game and going through the game, it's just weird to be irritated to him, to being like, okay, I understand you're feeling sad about what you did in Exariuth, but the self-deprecation gets annoying after a while, I'm sorry. And it doesn't help that the rest of the party members just kind of shit on him the entire time. Again, like, I understand fully his motivations and the reason he became the way he is. Like, and I even understand the reason why he followed, frick, what's his name, Van? The main antagonist to do what he did in Xeriuth. I understand everything. I just wish that he wasn't so goddamn whiny about it. I do like his character development. I don't hate Luke. I do despise early game Luke. But overall, I think Luke had good development. Van Grants, that's what his name was. That's right. I've been playing too much Xenoblade, and all I can think of was Van Damme from Xenoblade 2, and I'm like, fuck, it's not Van Damme. Is it Van, or am I thinking too much of Xenoblade? But yeah, like, I understand all his motivations and everything. Okay, it's the same one. I just don't like how whiny he is about everything. I just wish they toned down like the whininess and the always constantly like self-blame for everything and over-apologeticness he gets when he learns he's a clone. I wish they had curbed that a little bit and added like a few more like had him, because I guess my issue with his development is that it feels like it's too much of a sudden shift from each development. Like it's a shift from whiny spoiled rich kid to whiny existential crisis kid to confident. Sweet. And I just feel like if they had gradually, like, I know.
Halt! Not so fast.
I know they did, like, give him a few scenes where they show that he has a heart. Like, one of the early scenes I remember was him, what was it? It was him, like, he didn't like fighting in general, and he didn't want to fight, like, the enemy, and he definitely didn't want to kill him, and he had a really hard time killing him, which is the scene I do enjoy. I do like that they gave him a, oh my god, I just killed somebody kind of thing, which most normal people would have that reaction. I guess I was just hoping for them to like gradually go from the emo character development to his more confident one. But I feel like they spent too much long in him being whiny and not having any development for a long period of time that made it feel annoying. I guess that's just my take on it.
State your business.
And yeah, Tails always has the super upbeat hero that fights for justice. But I do appreciate that they all have like different motivations, and they do have different issues that they have to come to terms with. Lloyd with racism, Yuri with vigilantism, and just authority in general. Luke isn't happy-go-lucky. Luke gets shit on a lot. I will say that. Luke gets shit on a lot. Asbel from Tales of Graces is pretty happy-go-lucky, but he does have some shit happen to him in his childhood that causes him to be the way he is. Jude is weird. In that he never struck me as like a typical protagonist. He just kind of like went along for the ride and ended up being a protagonist. I think Milla's a better protagonist out of the two. And I do like Luger from Xillia 2. Haven't finished Zestiria yet. I think Soraya is fine. For real though. He really does though.
Shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
You mean just walking up to somebody and telling them I'm the reincarnation of the Luminary? Isn't gonna give me a meeting with the king? Who would have thought?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
There's the proof.
You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
I mean, that's not to say I don't like Jude, but
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
he's just, I feel like he's like one of the more boring protagonists. I do like him, and I do like, he does have his own arc with it, which is basically just him maturing and being able to stand up for himself and live for
Ever so
himself.
sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
You know, you're right, but I liked Jude's story better than Milla's. Like, I liked, when you pick between Jude and Milla at the beginning, I like Jude's story more than Milla's. If only because I love the scene where after Milla basically dies, Jude goes into blue screen of death mode, and Alvin just comes to take him out. And that entire sequence, that fight between Jude and Alvin is one of the best in the series, in my opinion, just based on pure like story and emotion. And I love the dialogue that goes on between Alvin and Jude. I keep calling him Alvis because of Xenoblade, but Alvin and Jude. I love the dialogue that happens to them between them in that battle. And the end, if you're able to beat Alvin with Jude, just Jude punching the shit out of Alvin because he doesn't know how to do anything else. I like that scene. I just really do. Anyways, back to Dragon Quest, because we actually got plot going on over here. All I needed was to show them the pendant. You know, protagonists, you probably should have led with that. Just like walk up to the dude and be like, "Hey, pendant, I'm the luminary." Heliodor Castle. What you got for me? His Majesty is waiting for you. To get to the throne room, head up these stairs and go straight home. What if I don't wanna? I'm gonna go this way. Hello. You know, it is nice to be able to meet you in person. So the guards didn't believe me, but as soon as I walk in, everyone's like, "Oh, so you're the luminary." That makes sense. It is simply magnificent. It requires no care, but retains its noble form entirely naturally. That doesn't seem natural. Weren't all trees like that? Did someone give that tree steroids? I cannot allow you to proceed any further. Screw you. What about you? Yeah. Fine, I'll go forward. What if I go this way? What do you got for me? Training was brutal. Suck it up. Okay, so Sir Hendrik is a real person. Okay. I thought that was just a story. Can I open this? Can I get anything out of it? Boo. Y'all are cheapskates. Leather hat. Yep, yeah, okay, I'm not buying equipment anymore. That's literally the head armor that I just bought. No more buying equipment in this game. Oh, that's disappointing. What do you gotta say? I can't help but worry. Ever since you arrived in the castle, there has been a curious tension in the air. I cannot quite put my finger on it. That is true, that is true. It's a disgrace. We have traveled for days for an audience with the King of Heliodor, and now we are told he has a more important guest, the Impertinence. Who could it be? It can surely only be another king. Who else would outrank one such as I? Allow me to introduce myself, you fatness. There's a book called King Cornelian behind the throne. Having seen several generations of his line, I can say with some certainty Queen Cornelian is a rare breed of monarch, blah 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 blah. Both loved, feared by the populace, father to him, son, from fair, and since the day of the golden nation, blood blessed. Well, his face grown hard, blah, blah, blah. This is how I read stories in school too. When I used to go to school, this is how I would read any story I'd have to read. Or any book in general. I'd read through keywords and get the main idea from that. It's probably why I didn't like English literature so much if I wasn't into the book. Because a lot of freaking authors use super flowery language to say one thing, and I'm like, damn, I spent an hour reading a page for you to say something that could have been written in one paragraph. There's a book called Erdrian Geographic. Many nations, both 5, Great 5. Okay, so this is just all the continents. Dundrasil, Heliodor, Gallipolis? Assuming that's a horse. Noble Desert Knights, yep. Sniffleheim. Yo, even the town's name. Even the town's names are freaking puns, man. Dundrasil. I don't know what. I'm sure that's a pun in some way. Heliodor. Helios means something. Helios is a god, I think, but I don't know if that's what that's doing. Gallipolis is because of galloping horses. Sniffleheim is snow-capped. And Zvazdust. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Zvazdust. These 5 nations guide the world, meeting every Colloquy of the King. Okay. Yeah, I need to be really into the book, and even then, my attention span is horrible. Like, usually when I read like 5 pages at a time because then I get distracted. It takes me so long to read certain pages, certain books. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. I knew Helios was a god of some kind, but I didn't know. That's probably what this city is named after. If not, it's a hell of a coincidence that they named it Heliodor. That means this main town is the least punny out of all of them. Not even royalty can stop me from breaking pots. I will cause chaos and mayhem no matter everywhere I go. Nothing is safe from the luminary breaker of pots. Okay. So Dundrasil is based off Yggdrasil. How? How? Are you gonna tell me? Well, neither can I, man. I'm gonna have to come back for this later. Yeah. I think I've heard Yggdrasil is also like a big thing in most Dragon Quest games too. It's a big thing on all. They seem to love defaulting to Yggdrasil a lot in a lot of RPGs. Freaking Tales of Symphonia had Mythos Yggdrasil, which Symphonia itself is a prequel to Fantasia, where the world tree is named Yggdrasil. This game has an Yggdrasil. What other game has an Yggdrasil? I know another game has an. Freaking I think Xenoblade 2 has Yggdrasil as well. The Mana series. Yeah, the Mana series is another Yggdrasil game. That's another game series I really need to get into, the Mana series, especially now that they have the remakes. I've heard the Secret of Mana remake is okay, but the Trials of Mana remake is actually really good. Don't mind me, I'm just looting the castle. I'm breaking royal pottery. Have not played Trials of Mana. I need to buy the game first. But I want a physical copy of the game, so I'm like, I'm gonna get it from like Best Buy or something. Okay, so it's a game that doesn't have much replayability. Oop, I want to auto run. It's a game that doesn't have much replayability, but the base game is good. It's good on its own. And that's the King's. I swear I won't break any pots if you let me in, alright? Alright? No? Man. Fine. I promise not to break any pots. I can't promise I won't pilfer stuff, though. Oh yeah, that's right. Trials of Mana has like the you pick different protagonists thing. I can just imagine all the knights being like, "This is him."
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
All the soldiers just like, I don't know why, but he seems like a Trunks. Is his name Trunks? I don't think his name is Trunks. I don't know why, but I feel like his name should be Trunks.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor.
I mean, the place I came from wasn't exactly brimming with top-tier warriors to help me out, so...
How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor. The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature.
I know pretty much all about what the legends say, which isn't much, so I'm here so you can help me out, bruh, please? Because I don't know anything else. The only thing the legend said was that I saved the world and was reincarnated. There was literally nothing. It was a brochure. It was, you're the legendary hero brochure. That's it. That's all it was.
I take it that you also bear the mark?
Oh yeah, this thing.
Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he.
By process of association, does that also mean there's a mark of dark?
Rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more. Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you.
Oh man, what was his name? Let's go back to the chat, see if I can find it. Dunstan, that's his name. Dunstan got what he wanted regardless. I was raised in the village of Cobblestone. I will be his voice.
Cobblestone, you say?
Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobles deep in the rocky south.
That hair, though.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Yes, my liege.
Finally, someone with different eyes. You're right. He's the most distinct out of everyone I've seen so far.
Accursed luminary. I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed.
Okay, step off, bruh. 6 feet. We're kind of in a pandemic here. 1, 2. I don't even know what wicked scheme I'm on. I just found out I had this thing. Y'all sure know how to make a guy feel welcome.
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the
I'm sorry,
dungeon.
wait, what?
Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but
You
misery to our
two-faced
realm.
son of a bitch.
And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread lord of shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Yeah, but killing me isn't gonna stop him from being born, my man. I don't think any of us know how this entire legend works. It's not explained. Why is this your first option?
Did you really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Men, seize this wretch.
Alright, screw this king. Two-faced little asshole, fucking discount Master Roshi looking asshole. Every evil character in this game is a discount something from Dragon Ball Z.
You claim to hail from Cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth.
Why must you guys use such flowery cake? Just say 3 days. Just say 3 days. It's not that hard.
By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation.
Man, you really use that kind of language just to feel all high and mighty, don't you?
If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
Well, joke's on you. I didn't expect to live against that giant bird at the cliff, but I did anyways. You don't know me. Awarded for fulfilling your duty and traveling to Heliodor Castle. Only to be damned as a darkspawn and thrown into the dungeons by King of Carnelian. No! I'm not making racket because it's going to help me. I'm making racket because I like it and it's cathartic. Oh, wrong button. Sheesh, keep it down, will you? There goes the neighborhood.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir
Okay, that
crazy.
was a weird dialogue box. God damn it, Key. That was a weird dialogue box to put in there if you're gonna make him speak anyways.
What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad.
I'm the luminary.
Wait, did you say the luminary? You're serious?
As serious as the mark on my hand, I guess. I didn't ask for this.
You're telling me the luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine?
This is crazy.
Father?
One plate of delicious gruel for the gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and
Is this
get
soldier
it.
gonna be the poor fool who's gonna get blamed for us escaping? It's usually a dumb soldier that ends up. Yep. Damn! With how easy that was, it feels like he could have broken out at any time. That was pathetic. Also, these guards suck. I guess that's par for the course for any nobility in any RPG ever.
The Luminary. You're serious?
You already asked me that.
So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here.
Okay then. That was easy.
Wait here.
You? But... Oh!
Don't worry, I didn't kill him. But he won't be waking up anytime soon. Things will get pretty hairy up ahead. You'd better take this.
These poor guards.
Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right?
Sweet.
Me? I got this little beauty back, so now I'm pretty much unstoppable. We'd better get out of here before any more of our tin-headed friends come knocking. Holler when you're ready to move out, okay?
That armor seems pretty useless if you could just punch your way through it and knock out a guard with one punch. One punch! We going all Shawshank Redemption up in here.
You just happened to show up the day I finish it? Heck of a coincidence.
Ah, gameplay and story integration. Awesome. God damn it, they really went all Shawshank Redemption here with the
Guess I
dang
really was meant to
digging
help
a
you
hole.
out, just like the seer said. Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. In you go. The sewers, huh? Well, there must be a way out somewhere. Lead the way. I got your back.
What do you mean lead the way? This is my first time here too. What are you
I
gonna
don't
say?
get it.
So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. Come on, let's get out of here before they clock those empty cells. Free thing! Shiny! Must get! Can I hop down? I cannot. Invisible walls. Locked. Locked. Oh man, I was hoping I could stage a prison break. But I guess not.
There they are. You lot. Over
That
there.
didn't take long.
Damn it. We better make ourselves scarce.
Run, Forrest! Later, bro. Oh, not that way. Wait, yes, that way? Okay, yes, this
Follow
way.
my lead.
Snuff that torch out and follow my lead. Okay, so is this a stealth section? Okay, I literally ran right in front of it. If this is a stealth section, it's pretty damn generous. These guards don't have a wide angle of peripheral view, apparently. Well, to be fair, they are wearing helmets that are covering up most of their eyes, so... Wow. This is pathetically easy. Y'all need to invest in new helmet design, man.
Follow my lead.
You can get across that bridge, light the torch again, and go ahead and check it out.
Huh?
We didn't get that far either.
These guys don't give up, do they?
You thinking what I'm thinking? You're thinking about fighting your way up? No. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of some new designs for their helmets to help them to help them see better. Man, ProTech has some shitty ass luck. Or good luck, depending on how you view it. For real though, like the only thing that makes it seem different is that you don't have the metaverse fog, the freaking like the waviness of the metaverse here. But other than that, yeah, it's a stone dungeon, run across moats and rivers. You have knights chasing after you.
And that looks like a way out. Maybe our luck's about to change.
Though I will say the knights from Kamoshida's dungeon in Persona 5 have much better vision than whatever these knights were doing. I think that's it. I think I'm at full health. Ooh. Is that a dragon? Is it friendly? Can I have a pet dragon?
Wait. There's something there.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. There's something there. No shit. It's huge. Hey, it's the dinosaur that tried to eat Gohan. Even the dinosaur design is the same. Ooh.
If we stand and fight, we're dead. Let's get the heck out of here.
Retreat! Retreat! Ah! Come on, we need to move now.
Let's get out of here.
I'm trying. Oh, this camera angle isn't doing us any favors.
Well, here goes nothing.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
Whew. I think we gave it the slip.
Newsflash! Dragon with wings can hop off a cliff! Can hop off a small little cliff.
Soon.
Keep running. If we're gonna get moving, we're
Come
dead
on,
meat.
quickly!
Run! Okay, so sprinting isn't helping. Or is it? Out of the way! Out of the way, punks! Ah, see, I called them that because they're platypus. Wait, are those metal slimes? No! No! Crap! I'm dead. Shit.
Damn it.
Go away, go away, go away. Yes. I'm not even going to try to fight this thing. Maybe on a different playthrough.
Come on, quickly!
Maybe on a different playthrough, but not today. No! Not against the wall. Run straight down the center. Ugh. Yeah, we're just recreating Gohan's training. Piccolo, you put that dragon there, didn't you? You sly fool, you. I'm sure if you grind enough, you would be able to fight this thing, but I ain't about to go that far. That's doing too much.
Has it gone? Whew. That was way too close for comfort.
You're telling me.
What's that thing doing under the castle anyway? Well, whatever. We should get going.
Oh, I figured if it's not a mandatory boss, it'd at least be a bonus boss at some point.
Uh-oh.
Well, damn. Well, that's the game, guys. Well, thank you for watching. It's kind of a short game, but it was fun. And then they all died.
We made it. Just. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Huh?
There he is! The Darkspawn!
If it's not one thing, it's another.
Me and my big mouth. Move. Now.
It seems like the more you talk, the worse it gets. I think there's an easy solution to this.
Looks like our luck finally ran out.
You call that luck? We spent half of that running away from the guards. We fell off a bridge right in the path of a dragon.
We've got him now.
No way back, huh? If they catch us, we're dead meat.
You want to jump?
Hold!
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary. I don't have much choice.
I mean, whether you believe in the Luminary or not, you kind of have one option.
Come on. Let's not do anything stupid now.
Says the guys who wear the helmets who cover most of their eyes. Oh yeah, this dude.
The name's Eric, by the way.
He has the most normal name. The Jarek. Father. Oh, that was the entire intro. Okay. Urgita. Wait, is it showing us the intro movie again? Oh, hi, Bulma. I guess I'll watch it a second time. Yeah, hold to skip. I missed like half of it because I was talking through the intro, so I might as well watch it and actually pay attention to some of the things. Mush! Oh no, that's not what you do, horse. There's Urgita. Character design. You fucking know who it is. You don't even have to put his name there. Bulma and Tiny Bulma. I don't know who the circus freak is. Sexy ninja girl and old man. The circus guy. Hey, we get to fight the octopus thing from the Mines of Moria from Lord of the Rings. Twas beauty that killed the beast. This time, literally. Ooh, he dual wields. He looks the part. Tree turns into Charizard. Echoes of an Elusive Age. Definitive Edition. S. Yeah. Alright. So I think this is as good a part as any to stop. So if there's a cutscene after this, I'll probably end it after that. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this game. I think the graphics are great. The areas are really fun to traverse to. The towns look cool, even if the buildings look a little samey. The music is good. I love the symphonic orchestra.
Come on.
And so far the characters are pretty interesting. I mean, I already like Eric. I'm sorry, Urgita. Yeah, the battle seems a little simplistic right now, but I'm giving that a pass because it's it's the beginning of the game. I don't expect it to be super complex right now.
You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own. But what a jump it was. I closed my eyes, put my faith in the luminary, and somehow didn't get smashed into 1,000 pieces.
Want to try it again?
In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me. Amazing what a little faith can do. Anyway, I guess you and me must be at the top of the King of Heliodor's most wanted list by now.
I mean,
which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after us and be on our way.
A hero hounded, awarded for making a daring escape from the dungeons of Heliodor Castle and sneaking through the sewers with Urgita. Alright, so yeah, this is where I'm going to end it off. I'm still working on an actual stream schedule, but I'm planning on streaming this game at least once a week, maybe twice, so we'll see. But next time, we're going to go thank those nuns and see if we can't get our revenge on the stupid two-faced bitch-ass king. Bleh. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, Key, and everyone else who was in the chat. Hope you're doing good, man. Have a good night. Take care, y'all.